My name is Marie Wilson. I'm a co-owner and managing director of Deja Fruit All Natural Sorbet.
Hi, my name is Maria Wilson. I'm also the co-owner and managing director of Deja Fruit All Natural Sorbet. The name of our company is Deja Fruit, which means from Jamaican fruit. So we wholly believe in Jamaica as a country. We wholly believe in where it can go. We want to participate in that and contribute to that, and that's why we're here.
We were born and raised in New York. Our parents are Jamaican. So we are the first generation Americans on both sides of our family. When we were living in New York, just to kind of give you a backdrop of how the company came about, Maria was actually going to school out here. So I was at home in New York and working. My background is I'm an accountant, and I also have an MBA from Fordham University in New York. And so I was working at an investment brokerage firm. So as I said, Maria came out here for school for about a year. And there's this treat in the States that we have, specifically in New York, and it's only available during the summer. We call it ices as kids, but it's basically sorbet. So it doesn't have any dairy or cream. It's different from ice cream. So when she came back home, she was asking me about it, like, did you buy me some? I was like, no. I mean, it's just something you buy on the street, in a cup, they scoop it, and that was that. So I enjoyed my share during the summer like everybody else. So when she came home, I was like, no. So she was just saying, I missed it so much when I was out there. We need to do something and maybe possibly bring it out to Jamaica. I thought she was crazy. We had never done anything with food but consume it like everybody else. Fast forward probably about 2 years or so, the economy was kind of tanking in the States, especially in the financial brokerage world, which is my world. And so it was just, the corporate grind was just getting unbearable, quite honestly. And so it was always in the back of our mind. I mean, we kept tossing it around every few months or so, like, Marie, what do you think about it? And I was like, basically just kept blowing her off. Like, no.
It was a while for us to really think logically. Theoretically it sounds good, but logically it doesn't really make sense. So before we jumped in full force and 2 feet in, we were like, well, we live in an area that's dominated by Jamaicans, where we live in the Bronx. Why don't we start here? We started with 4 flavors. To start with sorrel, which is our favorite, mango, pineapple, and coconut. We said, let's start with 4 core flavors and see what we can do. Just picked a couple of Caribbean stores near us in the Bronx and went to them, approached them because they were small. They were in the store, the owners, and they liked it. And they were like, yeah, you could sample, you could try it. Yeah, we'll try it. We were shocked, we couldn't believe it. So with that said, we tried a couple, maybe it was probably like 2 or 3 months. Again, just on the weekends, we'd go in there, do a quick sample, try it, have them taste it, give them a couple cases to sell. At this point, we had like little type containers. Everything was kind of just makeshift. Right.
And it actually sold. They were selling. We came down for Sumfest in the summer of, it was like 2012, and we were like, all right, let's try it here. So we brought some, made some, and then, had it at the Sumfest. And not realizing that Sumfest is really like a night event. So people just want alcohol. So people kept saying, well, where's alcohol? Where's alcohol? And we were like, well, easy. We're just trying to, do some little sorbet. So, they really, really liked it, but this would taste really, really good with some white rum and stuff. I'd be like, one step at a time, So this told us that it's a day product, and it was too sweet. People were saying it's good, but it's a bit sweet. And so we were like, okay, we could dial back the sugar. That's pretty minor. We felt really good. And while we were here at Sumfest too, we also hit some of the hotels and some of the restaurants like Margaritaville and stuff like that on the Strip. Because we were like, if we're here for a week, we might as well see if clients are going to be interested. It doesn't make a sense going back just for the local market. Half Moon was our first client. We met with the executive chef there, Giorgio Risconi. To this day, they're still one of our biggest clients. He was like, yeah, we'll try it. He put us through the ringer a bit because he's a tough guy. And he kind of put us on the spot because he was like, we make sorbet here ourselves. Actually, I do it myself. Why should we buy yours? And I was like, well, taste it, And he tasted it. He was like, oh, wow. All right, we'll try it. challenges that we faced. There's so many, and still ongoing, to be honest. We thought when we came, the first thing we were concerned about was, okay, well, we definitely don't sound like we're from here. So is that going to be a hiccup? You know, is that going to be a hindrance to us? You know, people being accepting and willing to work with us, and that was not the case at all. I mean, they were completely. We were shocked. Like, people were so open. What we didn't know about was just simple stuff like the mail system. Our mail system in the States is like, I mean, the clockwork, you know. When we made a delivery, the sales invoice, and expected in 2 weeks or 30 days, they would mail the payment. Like, you know, like that's how it works in the States. No, I mean, so here we are like 5 weeks, 6 weeks later, I'm calling them and I'm like, you know, so we're just calling to check on the status of the payment, and they're like, it's here. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's not really helpful. Why is it there as opposed to in the mail? And they were like, well, we don't mail payments. And I was like, what do you mean you don't mail? Literally, this is what the conversation was. And I felt like an idiot. And I'm like, because I'm trying to get out of her, like, why aren't you mailing the payment? You know, we try to do everything as simple and easy as we thought possible, seriously. I got the call from the owner of this particular establishment, and she went in depth, and she was like, well, Marie, let me explain to you, we don't mail payments here. I was like, well, how is that gonna work? You know what I'm saying? How are we supposed to, I mean, yeah, we're starting off with 4 to 6 now, so it's easy enough for us to come by you guys, and you guys are all in Mobay. It's easy for us to come pick it up, but how's it gonna work if we have 50 clients or clients in Kingston? I mean, how does that work? I mean, conceptually, I don't understand how we're supposed to collect payments if we have to pick them all up. And she was like, well, that's what you're gonna have to do. We had to travel to go to St. Elizabeth to get our pineapples. Then we traveled to, we also traveled to, you know, St. Elizabeth as well for our mangoes. So that was like a day, you know what I'm saying? We'd lose a day in production to do that. The biggest thing was import. They were always complaining about imports. Everything was imported. You know, nothing was here made locally. And so we used to hear that all the time. You know, how is Jamaica going to move forward when all they do is buy imports? We figured, okay, the flavors we were starting with, they're rampant in, you know, Jamaica. I mean, mango, pineapple, coconut, I mean, sorrel. I mean, that's easy. I mean, that's why we started with those 4 flavors. But when we got here, not so much. You know, we figured, you know, we could go up the street and pick a mango, and my mom was always talking about mango trees that she used to, you know, pick from when she was a child and this, that. So we figured, oh, it would be no problem getting our ingredients, and we could, because we wanted to keep it all natural. No, I mean, we got here and we were shocked that that was really a huge challenge. So when we came and realized we couldn't buy some of the stuff that we were used to using in the States, that was another thing. We had to revamp some of the recipes, particularly the sorrel. So all those things, but really the main challenge was really just the sourcing. We were shocked. We had to travel to go to St. Elizabeth to get our pineapples. Then we traveled to, we also traveled to, you know, St. Elizabeth as well for our mangoes. So that was like a day, you know what I'm saying? We'd lose a day in production to do that. And then the coconut has been difficult, very difficult. Because you guys had like a drought here and there's been like disease issues and stuff like that. So we've been trying to work with the Coconut Industry Board to get the hard meat, which is what we need for our processing. So it's been working with different fragments of, you know, the market to, yeah, government, farmers, private. We work with the SRC. I mean, we've worked with a lot of different agencies to get assistance to source our ingredients. And now we've pretty much got it down. Since we've shored up our sourcing, we've been able to add to our product line. We started with those 4 flavors: pineapple, mango, sorrel, and coconut. And now then we added 2 American flavors, black cherry and key lime. We're phasing those 2 out, and then we've replaced those with June plum and guava. There are a lot of attributes that make our product stand out. First of all, we are the only locally manufactured sorbet on the island, hands down.
Which we're proud of. Very proud.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're a Jamaican-made product. That's the first thing. Secondly, it's an all-natural product. No additives, preservatives, colorings, dyes at all. It's just basically fruit and a little bit of sugar, and that's it.
So on that note, it's healthy. It's very healthy because it's just fruit. And it's pretty much throughout the whole product line and the flavor line, it's a low calorie product as well. It's in a convenient packaging, grab and go, and it's flexible. You can use it as a dessert. You can use it as a add-on to a dessert, whether it's to a pie or something like that. It has a lot of uses, and it's not only nutritional, healthy, but it's also lighter than ice cream. So it's a healthy alternative to ice cream. So it's an excellent product.
My name is Navrali Suel, and I'm the facility manager here at Deja Fruit. The product is excellent. It's different from your natural ice cream product. It's a dessert. A lot of people going natural these days. You don't want the fatty ice creams. Nobody wants to gain weight. Everybody trying to be slim. So it's all natural, no additives, no preservatives, nothing that will blow you, nothing that will make you fat. And it's really good. It's healthy, really healthy product, and tastes great.
We're always looking for new markets for our product. As I said, when we initially started, we were in the hotel and tourist industry because there was no learning curve there. We've since transitioned into the local market, and it's been heavy in-store sampling to educate the public as to what our product is. They just don't understand it. They either relate it to ice cream or yogurt. Right. So it's like we're always trying to tell them or explain to them it doesn't have any dairy or cream, so it's not either one of those. So they have to really taste it to kind of get a better understanding. As far as different markets per se, as I said, we're in the hotel and the tourist industry, then we segued into the supermarkets, and now we're kind of looking more into the hotels as far as our tubs. We have convenient tubes that we sell in the grab and go single serving, but now we're trying to move into the bulk size. There's always different avenues. We're approached all the time by different vendors and companies and stuff like that, so it's just a matter of weighing through all the opportunities and seeing what makes the best fit. I think we were selected because our product is unique. I think because of all the attributes of our product. It's all natural, it's made locally, it's in a convenient grab-and-go packaging. Not to sound like a commercial, but because of the feedback and the customer response that we received for the product was also probably a contributing factor. Mm-hmm. And the way we basically run the business. We really try and incorporate, even like with our vendors and suppliers, and we make it a Jamaican thing. The majority of our flavors are here on the island. The two flavors that were American flavors we're kind of phasing out. So we really wanted to be a Jamaican company. What makes Deja Fruit bold is our flavors, our taste, our packaging, our people, and our product.
My name is Anthony Roberts. I'm the sales manager for Deja Fruit. What makes Deja Fruit bold is the product. It's a great product, and it's all local, and it's made right here in Jamaica, in Montego Bay here.
We really try and, as I said, encompass Jamaica wherever we can. Mm-hmm. We're trying to give back wherever we can. There are several organizations that we also work with. So it's just a matter of creating a quality product for the Jamaican market and giving back where we can.
The key is just getting our product out there, getting it in front of eyes, getting it in mouths for people to taste. Sampling is big for us because, as we said, a lot of people don't know what sorbet is in the local market. So it's just introducing them to the product.
It's just exposure.
It's a good product, trust me. I think it's one of the #1 product now here as a local product in Jamaica. I've been around a year and a half now, and the product has been growing. I would like to see the product in all all the 14 parishes in Jamaica, where even the smaller shops and the smaller communities can also have access to the product.
I think to take the company to the next level, we need more exposure. We need to be out there so the people can see, they can know about it, because I'm not quite sure if a lot of people is aware about the product. So we need more advertisement, more exposure, I guess, some more tastings and promotions here and there so they can get a feel of the product and know what it is like.
When we were raised, and we used to come here for the summers to visit my mom's family, my dad's side, and the biggest thing was import. They were always complaining about imports. Everything was imported. You know, nothing was here made locally. And so we used to hear that all the time. You know, how is Jamaica going to move forward when all they do is buy imports? And so, you know, with that mindset, we were like, okay, it doesn't make sense to import something else. So that was really kind of the framework that we were kind of working on. This, you need to make it local. It needs to be made here. I mean, there's so many fruits. There's fruits here that I've never even heard of.
Just tear it and push it up, and it's yours to have. So it's really good for you.
And the Bold Ones, I mean, it was a really good initiative that we've been actually following for a number of years now. It's an awesome project. We wanted to definitely be a part of it once we learned about it. And not only just from our standpoint, but just, again, another network opportunity. We think Mr. Henderson is doing an awesome job by even starting this particular program. It hasn't been around that long, and yet a lot of companies have already benefited from it. And so, and I think it's a two-way street. I think he gets it, you know. I think he understands that in order for Jamaica to move forward, where we need to go, it needs to start with small businesses, and we need to start manufacturing stuff right here on the island. And that's what the whole premise of this project is. It just spotlights our company, the attributes related to our company, the background of our company. This wasn't an overnight thing. You know, we've been around for a couple of years now, you know, going into our third full season. And so we want people to appreciate the fact that, okay, this is Jamaican made. It's locally made, it's all natural, it's here for the community, and we're trying to just continue the economical circle, you know. Jamaicans are very entrepreneurial. I mean, we've known that from day one. And so with that spirit, it should lend itself to using the resources that are right here on the island. And so I think this program just basically showcases that. Quite frankly, small businesses are the backbone of every economy, even in the States. So it's very important to maintain small businesses. Absolutely. We are absolutely ready to be a Bold One. We're looking forward to it, and looking forward to all the opportunities it brings.
We want to keep growing. We don't want to rest on our laurels. There's a lot to be done, a lot to be gained. And we're just we're hitting the tip of the iceberg at this point. So this is a critical point in our business to make sure everyone knows what Deja Fruit is, how to say the name, what it is, and to enjoy it, and to purchase it, and to support us. I am Maria Wilson.
I am Marie Wilson of Deja Fruit All Natural Sorbet. We are Bold Ones.